Welcome back to Studio 33 Art by Kay. I'd like to start off by thanking all of those of you who have subscribed to my channel so far. I've nearly got the 2,000 subscribers, so thank you so much. And those of you who haven't subscribed yet, if you'd like to, it is free. Really, subscribes always sounds like something you've got to pay for, but actually it's just really a follower. So really it just means that you're following my channel. So if you'd like to do that, I would really appreciate it so much. Now today I'm doing a little 4-inch or 10 centimetre square ceramic tile in a little series that I'm doing using mostly this little Piggy pigments. Now I've mixed these up using the JoSonja Gloss varnish to just to disperse the pigments, and then I've added the Taubmans Doors and Trims gloss interior paint, just to mix the paints up. So that's just my pouring medium. So that I'll put that in the description of the video for you though, and I will tell you the colours I'm laying down as I go. But this is just a little technique that I'm sure it's not new, but it's new to me, where I'm going to lay down a base of the Mont Shiraz pouring paint. So it's pre-mixed, so it's not mixed with anything. And I'm just going to lay that down as the base, and then I'm going to drizzle this little Piggies plus some of the Mont pouring paint gold onto the tile, and then I'm going to swipe over with the Amsterdam Oxide Black Cell Activator, which I've made up with Australian Floetrol, 1 part paint, 4 parts Floetrol. Then once I've done that, I'm going to use these little, they're actually used for icing, for piping, people who like to do cake decorating. And I've got these beautiful little shapes. And what I'm going to do, instead of doing like a little balloon kiss, I'm just going to do a little gentle kiss down with these. And that's the reason why I'm doing the bright pink underneath, so that when I press down, that some of that bright pink might come through, whereas if I was using the British Paints white underneath, that would be coming through, and that's not really what I'm going for. Then I'm going to create a beautiful little flower in the middle, which I'm calling my Happy Flowers series. So each time I do one of these, I'll switch up the colours, try some different things. So today, the colours I'm using is Hustle, which I've added a little bit of the Macaw. So these are all this little Piggy. I'm going to use Taffy, Lakeside, Zeus, Nightfall, and Lily Pad. And as I say, I'm going to add a little bit of the Mont pouring paint gold into that as well. So let's see how we go today. The one I did yesterday or the day before turned out really beautiful, and a lot of you had asked how I'd done that. So I shall now show you how. So I'm just going to lay down the base, which is just normally when you're doing a bloom, your base is the thickest, and then your colours are the next, and then the thinnest is your swipe. Today my base is pretty thin, but that's not going to be a problem because I'm just going to lay down my little Piggies over the top of that. So I'll just spread this quickly, just to cover all the sides. And as I say, the little Piggies are quite thick, which helps them to hold their shape once they're drying as well. So I've just done that. I'm just going to burst the bubbles. I've got a new little heat embossing tool here today. It's not sure if it's as good as my other one, but my other one's in my resin room. So anyway, here we go. Not quite as good at bursting my bubbles, but just any that don't pop, I'll just pop manually like that. Okay, so now we'll just start laying down the paints, just using the little plastic spoon that I've got, and the paints are quite thick. Consistency where it holds a little mound for for a couple of seconds, or a mound on a mound really. Could probably do with thinning that one out just a little bit, but anyway, we'll go with it. Excuse my washing machine in the background there, it's just switching itself off, so you won't have to put up with listening to that for too long. So I'm just literally doing a bit of a chevron effect here. Just going to drizzle all these colours over this. So I will speed this up for you because I've told you the colours already. And so you don't have to watch me laying down the paints.
You look at me like I'm crazy when I shut my feelings out. You look at me like I'm different, still you stay cause you feel something real. Get so lost in my moments, doesn't mean I don't need you. I fell in love with your colors, they kinda tell me what I'm thinking. I fell in love with the way we are and the way we lose it. There's something different about us, and the reason why we stay. We fly around like paper planes, they never know where we will fall. Nobody can see us, still they wanna tear us apart. There's something different about the way we are. There's something different about us.
So now I'm just going to swipe some black over the top of this and watch our beautiful cells pop up. So I'm just laying some of the cell activator onto the back of my little spatula, which has got something on there. Obviously didn't clean that off well enough, and I finished with it the other day. Okay, so I'm just going to swipe straight down, very lightly. And let's see if we get cells popping up. Beautiful. And the other side. Oops, these are in my way. You want to go just hard enough that you're touching the surface without dragging the paint off too much. I always love these bits that do drag off though, that was really beautiful. It's smeared a bit there, never mind. So you've got lots of beautiful cells there, which is lovely, and I do love this here, and I'm going to actually pick that up and put it onto another tile. I'm not going to waste that at all. So first of all though, I'm now going to take my little icing attachments. I'm just going to gently press it into there. Get some lovely little patterns coming up. Oh, that one's pretty. I think I like that one the best so far, so I might use that one again. So I'll just wipe that off in between. Actually think I get a better effect just using my finger. Yeah. Quite thin on the edges there. That was a good idea at the time. I think I like my little finger pops better. Just move those out of the way. I'm just going to spin that out. Got lots of bubbles. I've just gone and got my little brulee torch just to help burst these bubbles. Now that's better. Now the little heat gun doesn't seem to work all that well. Okay, so just spin that again. So we've learnt something today, that the little icing piping attachments didn't really make a very nice pattern at all. So I'm just, using the little finger pops, creates much better effects. And I'm also noticing that using the Mont pouring paint as the base, because it's quite thin, I haven't got anything to push into really. It's a little bit too thin. Oh no, it's all right there. That's all right. I'll take that back. It's just a bit thin in parts, not in other parts. You get some beautiful little patterns there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down some colours in the middle here. Now we've got a lot of pink, so I'm not going to do much pink. I want to bring in a different colour. So I'll lay down, this is the Lakeside. I'm just going to do a little bloom in the middle, right in the middle there. Don't want too much paint down. And a little bit of purple. Not too much again. And then a little bit of Zeus, which is the sort of a coppery gold colour. That'll be enough. I tend to put too much down. I get a bit carried away. And now, into the middle of that, just the teeniest little bit of cell activator. Don't want much. Now I'm just going to put a little bit of green. I want a little bit of greenery around the edge so we get a little bit of a leaf sort of effect. Just around the outside edge there, just a couple of little strips. Not too much. Okay, so just burst some bubbles. Now I'm just going to use my world's smallest mini blower with my Tracy Reed Designs attachment on it. I'm just trying to do 8 petals. This is looking interesting. Just draw a little bit of shape into the middle of the petals there. But I do love with this technique of putting the little bloom after you've done the swipe and the little finger pops, is you get this lovely edge around here, which I just love. All right, well, I'm not going to do that one anymore, any further. I think I've gone as far as I want to go with that. So I'll bring you down for a close-up. So quite a few little things didn't work out how I wanted to on this, but it's still a really lovely piece. I've lost nearly all of my drizzle swipe underneath, apart from a few little spots like over on the corner here. But the actual bloom itself, where I did do the drizzle swipe underneath, you've got this lovely edging here, which has come out really beautiful. And yeah, so although it wasn't what I was after at all, it's actually a really pretty little piece anyway. So just goes to show that, you know, if you just keep doing things and, you know, you can end up with something really pretty quite by accident. But you did see what I did, so you could duplicate that. But I'm going to go on now and do another one, and I'm going to switch up my base paint to something else. And I'll also do the finger pops instead of using those icing attachments. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed that one, guys. I enjoyed doing it. So I'll see you back here in Studio 33 in the not too distant future. Until then, stay safe. Bye-bye.